everyone. Thank you once again for joining us here on
Wind Down Fridays.
I'm your host, Veronica Ward, along with my co-host.
Hey, it's Sybrina Brown.
Thank you guys once again for joining us here on Friday night.
Mm.
Hope you got your wine ready.
Ooh, get it ready.
So tonight, we're going to talk about the wine of the week.
Oh, yeah.
And you know we got to talk about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, we're going to talk about Mama said.
Ooh, Mama said some things.
What did Mama say? What are some of the things that stuck out to you that you never forgot?
Right.
And then now, as a child, you thought it didn't matter, but as an adult, man, you done thought about that. All that stuff matter, right?
Right.
So let's talk about what Mama said.
All right.
Okay. First of all, we're gonna get to the wine of the week. So Sabrina, what we got tonight?
Oh, we are going to try a rosé tonight. We're going to try some 19 Crimes lines for the next couple of weeks. So,
okay.
This tonight we're going to have a rosé. This is a revolutionary rosé. It has 13% alcohol.
Ooh.
Now there's some bubbly in it, so it's like a little fizz to it. I'm thinking it has like a champagne maybe type taste.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to check out the rosé of the week and see what's going on with it.
All right.
You ready?
It's pretty.
It's beautiful.
Like a peachy blush.
I know. It's gorgeous.
Awesome.
All right. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I like that now.
It's
a little stout, very little stout, but
it's a little stronger than what I thought. It's not as sweet as I thought. And it's a little it tastes like apricots or light peaches or something.
It does. Mm-hmm.
Don't it?
It does. It's good.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah.
A little bubbly with it. Go. I like
But
it.
that's good. It's light. But you can tell it's got a little kick to it.
Yeah,
So
it'll
just
get you.
prepared for that part.
Yes, ma'am.
But I like that. Okay.
I do too. 19 Crimes Revolutionary Rosé. Now next week, I've been wanting to try the Cali Rosé with Snoop Dogg on the front. I heard it's really, really good, so we're gonna look for that. It came out just this past spring, so hopefully we can find a bottle and bring it to the show for next week. So stay tuned for that Cali Rosé.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all.
All right, so that'll be interesting.
That'll be great.
So awesome.
All right.
Okay, so y'all, now we're gonna talk about what's been going on.
Oh man,
What's going on, y'all? So for one thing, it's the anniversary of the death of Mr. George Floyd.
Yes, it is. It's been a year already. I can't believe it's been all
I
a
can't believe it's
year.
been a year either. It's been like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
so much has happened within this last year.
It has.
There's been all kinds of marches. There's been some laws passed. And I can't say, even though some laws have passed, we still have a ways to go with some things. We still have some changes that, I think that needs to be made.
But a lot of people have been changing their outlook on things. They've been opening their eyes to new things, new thoughts. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Askew.
But yeah, overall, it's a good year. I mean, for growth, I think. But we still have a lot to go.
Yeah, I think people are more open to listen to people. And I think at the end of the day, that's all people want you to do. Just listen to what people are going through, listen to their experiences, listen to things that they think could probably help the community.
Right.
And stop being so, I don't know, like...
Closed-minded?
That's it. Closed-minded.
Yes. Closed-minded.
Block offish.
Block
offish. The word of the
day.
day.
That blinders on. You take the blinders off and see what's really going on in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I think if more people would just sit down and just say, okay, you tell me your experience, what you've been through, and what you think would help you, and then I'll tell you my experience, what I've been through, and what I think what will help me.
Right.
And let's and let's just compare
that would help.
Conversations.
Yeah.
And just that simple thing, I think that alone can start.
That can start it at
some
least. Because you can never be in the place of that person. You can never really truly understand their plight. You can't walk in the shoes of a black person, or we can't walk into the shoes of a white person, know exactly how they're treated. Yeah. But at least start. You know what I'm saying? Take that extra step to see what's going on with them.
Because it's really a fact that some people truly believe that there's no racism.
There's
no racism in this country.
That's,
even after all the videos and the marches and everything, they really don't feel because it has never truly affected them or their family, so they can't see it. They're just like, what are you guys talking about? You're crazy. You know, what. No, this is, some people go through these things, and you just have to understand, you have to be more sensitive. Like, wow, I didn't know that you were being treated like that.
Right.
You know, and some people just, they go through life and things are just fine. They don't have to deal with certain situations that other cultures may have to deal with. So just be open-minded, communicate. Things gonna be good. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. And another thing that happened, Miss Simone Biles, honey.
Oh,
she has been setting records up in the gymnastics stadium, honey. She's been flipping and twirling and twisting and jumping and hopping and everything. And baby, she set these records doing all these twists and I don't know what they even call.
She is like supernatural. She is something else.
Awesome.
She really is. Yes.
And it's just amazing. She is setting more records and probably things that she never thought that she could even do. And I'm so proud of that young lady. She's awesome. Been doing her thing. So
yes,
Miss Simone
go get her, Miss Biles.
High five to you, girl. We're watching you, girl. Keep doing your thing.
Yes.
So, awesome sauce.
All right.
So now, y'all. Oh, let me take one more thing. Don't tell me this thing, y'all. I'm going to tell you about this. This man.
Oh.
He called himself the Sperminator.
Oh yeah. We heard about him.
Mature audiences only for this part. So listen. So this guy, he believes in donating his sperm to couples that cannot produce children.
Okay.
And or they may be same-sex couples or whatever. Or they may be just single parents that don't want a relationship, they just want a child.
Okay.
And they contact this man via online and they say, will you be my baby daddy? No strings attached. And
wow.
And he's like, why, sure. Do you want the old-fashioned way, girl?
Oh, no.
Or do you want the new way, the tube way, or whatever, sterilization way?
I'm wondering, there's any money involved? It's like, is this just a free service that he does?
I think that girl, look, if they do the old-fashioned way, what I'm paying for?
I know.
How much you gonna cost me? $40? Boy, look, I can't pay you.
I know. Like, no, you just pay me. To do that with you.
Yeah. Boy, girl, look, for real. So this guy, he's a decent looking, I think he's like a 40-ish white guy. Decent looking man.
Okay.
Curly black hair.
Okay.
I think he's pretty good, but I don't understand how you do all that, but that's his thing.
Right.
So, he gives these women children. He has his latest child, the latest person, baby mama.
His 50th one.
Is with the 50th.
The 50th one that he donated to.
Wow. I don't know if he has, I think he said something about some twins, but I know he has at least 50 children.
At least 50.
I know he has relationships with some of the children, not many of them. Some of the mothers choose for him not to be involved.
Right.
And other parents say, yeah, sure, you can be Uncle Woodrow.
Yeah.
Just don't say I'm your dad.
Right.
But you can be like your family friend or whatever. And he gets to see the child grow up. He may or may not donate, money or time or whatever, with the child. But but they have to discuss that and come to an agreement while she's pregnant and stuff like that. Yeah. Some of the births, he's there. Other parents choose for him not to be there.
Right. Okay.
It just depends. But the last one was an 18-year-old homeless lady in New York.
Wow.
But I did see on Dr. Oz where she was no longer homeless. Okay. She had gotten herself a job. She had her own place, and she was providing a home for her new baby.
So I guess she just wanted a child, huh? To love on.
And I don't know if she didn't have family. I don't know what the reason was. Right. But I would myself, I would like, wait on this boy. Just hold on. I know.
Hold on. Don't do that yet.
Let me go through some other. Let me get some money saved and maybe some schooling or whatever before I went to that step. But she did it, and I don't know if it was the conventional way or the other way. But I'm like, boy.
Wow. Crazy.
I don't understand all that, but
okay.
That's all on that one. Okay. So now, y'all. Let's get down for our subject of tonight.
Yes.
Y'all. So y'all remember back in the day when you was little and you and your mother or your grandmother or whoever that wonderful female person in your life that raised you. The different things that she would tell you as a child.
Oh, that made you think. She always said the same thing over and over again, so it just stuck with you.
Yeah, why mama keeps saying that? Why auntie or granny keeps saying this kind of stuff? But it was little sayings, that kind of stuck in your mind. It kind of stuck in your soul because you never stopped.
During your life, right?
Yeah, but when you were young, you're like, oh Lord, I don't know why she keeps saying that.
Yeah.
But it was things that kind of captured you as a child.
Uh-huh.
And like me, like I was telling my sister, I was like, I remember times when you be sitting in the kitchen and your mother or your grandmother being there, she be cutting up them collard greens, or she be making you shell those peas with her, or she be cutting up potatoes, or she done got
making
some
sweet potato pie. I remember that.
making sweet potato pies, or making them homemade cookies or something.
Yes.
You just sit in the kitchen
and
just
you listening
talking
to her. Yes.
And she always tell you different stuff now. Make sure you don't look at no boys till you get married. Don't even look at them. Don't look at them till you get married. How you gonna know?
Yes, I know.
But I got the meaning behind it.
Right.
Like, don't look at them deeply.
Exactly. Until you're ready for a good relationship.
Serious.
Yes, a serious relationship.
Don't look deeply into that. So I got it now.
Right.
I didn't get it. Just like, how you gonna go around just looking at women? The whole time. You gotta look at them sometimes. But I understand it now.
Yeah, as you get older, you remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was so many different things. What you think about? Like,
oh my goodness. I just remember Mom saying that when you're in a relationship, that it should never be anything hard. It should never be hard for you. Like if you're with a man and he's with you and you guys are living your life and you're showing each other mutual love and respect, it should be easy. It should be the easiest thing in the world as long as there's love and respect there. But if it's hard, that's a problem. I mean, there's something going on to the point where it's like, why am I miserable all the time? So, it's
not miserable.
I know you're miserable.
Because if you're with someone and you really want the person, but they always giving you headache. They're always stressing you out. You feel like you can never truly be happy because it's like no matter what you try to do with this person, it either pulls you down, makes you sad, it makes you depressed, or make you mad.
Yeah. No matter what you do to try to change the situation, it's always brings back to being upset.
And then they never do anything to change.
Right. So
once you tell them your heartache or whatever, you say, well, baby, this is bothering me or this is hurting me.
Right.
And they're like, okay. And they do the same thing over and over and over. So you know what, Joe?
Yeah. This is too hard. It's not going to work.
Yeah, you ain't doing right.
It's making me stress out. So it's time for you to go. It's time for me to go.
That's all for you.
Exactly. Yes. A lot of good advice that mamas gave us back growing up. So
and it's all kinds of, like, y'all remember I'll never forget, like, my auntie Rachel, I love her dearly. She lives out in Clearwater, Florida. But man, when it would start thundering and lightning, you better not move. You better not move. You better not even talk. You sit there and shut your mouth till it stops thundering and lightning.
You cannot move out of the room.
You can't.
No TV's on, no lights on. You just sit there and watch it out the window. Huh? I remember that.
You have to sit there and be still.
Yeah.
She did not play with that thunder and
lightning. You swore the thunder was gonna hit the house and electrocute everybody.
Blow everybody, burn up everything.
Yes.
So everybody had to be still and be quiet.
Yes.
So man, it was just so many different things that I just, know, that they used to tell us back in the day. But this stuff come in like out there. What I would say, well, don't come in after dark.
Yeah.
Or after
the street lights.
Yeah, after street lights.
Yeah.
And then they did finally allow you to go out after dark. You couldn't come in after 12 because they said anything after that. It's dangerous.
Stuff going on after that.
Yeah,
too much going on. Yeah.
And you always had to go in groups.
Right.
We had to always be together when we went somewhere. Like, I mean, that still stands for the day.
It's common sense when you think about it. It really is. To the day, it's common sense.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be out too late because crazy stuff happens going on after midnight or 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Now they're doing broad daylight. They don't care. Shoot, they don't care. It could be noon.
Right. Exactly.
So we had this amazing lady, Miss Irma Ward Townsend, and she lives in Georgia.
Yes.
And she wrote this book, y'all.
Yes.
It's called Mama Said.
Here we go, right here.
Oh my
Mama Said, you guys. Oh, amazing.
Y'all, this book.
Amazing
when I tell you, it brought back so many memories.
Yes.
It's like when I was reading that book, I could smell my grandma cooking food, You could smell them collard greens. They first get on and kind of start stinking like collard greens, you know what I'm saying? And the sweet potato pies that Mom used to cook, they put them in the oven. You could just get that first little aroma smell of them.
Yeah.
It's like I was right there at in that moment.
Yeah.
You shelling them peas and your fingers be green and sore.
Right.
You shelling peas on the front porch or in the kitchen, It's just those
It was moments, yeah. And it took me back too because it just made me feel like everybody needs to hear this, especially younger people. They need to know all these wise sayings that are in this book.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And then write down. It was so cool about this book, and she gives places in the book. Let me see if I can open this so you can see, where you can put down your own thoughts in the book. So it's kind of like your own book, but journal at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was so wise as to do that. And as another thing that she's done is put in Bible scriptures that ties in to her experiences from her mom. So, such a good thing that she's done. Girl, it's just crazy.
So Miss Irma, she's a pastor's wife.
Yes.
She's an educator. She loved working with people with mental illness.
Yes.
And she's a superintendent?
Yeah, she's trying to be a superintendent. She's working in that field right now.
Yeah. So she's been teaching and everything for years. I think she said like 20-something to 30 years, something like that. I mean, so she's been around for a long time trying to instill values and experiences into younger people.
Yes. And she talked about she and her husband also do these
marriage
counseling, marriage counseling.
Yes.
It's so cool. Yes.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Like just speaking with her and just the enthusiasm with what she tries to do to people, what she tries to instill into people. It was such a beautiful, heartfelt thing.
Yes.
And these things she said she got from her mother.
Her mother.
Yes, Miss Irma.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Miss Irma Ward.
Yes.
Irma,
yes.
Irma
Let me
Ward.
look her up. Yes.
Irma Christine.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Irma Christine?
Yes, she is. Miss Irma Christine Ward. Yes, her mom.
Beautiful. Turn to a picture.
Yes.
Beautiful lady. So she's the person that engraved all these wonderful sayings to her about what mama said. What things did your mama tell you? That at the time you was like,
so
I
many good
think
things
my mama, she didn't want to fuss today. She didn't want her moves. But then after you got older, you like, wow, now I get what she was saying. Yeah. She was pouring some things into me that I didn't see then. Right. But as an adult, it makes sense. It made a whole lot of sense.
Yes, it makes sense so much. It's crazy. And I would love to see young moms come in, just read the book. When you're having a child, and she talks about children in here and about how you care for your children, how you don't want other people to treat your children wrong.
Yeah, and another thing she talked about too was, how you be, when people come over and the kids be bad.
Oh yeah, the bad kids.
The bad kids.
Yes.
And the mama don't want you to discipline those children.
Ooh.
They don't want you to chastise those children. Mm-hmm. But it takes a village to raise a child.
It does.
It ain't just that mama.
Right.
It's aunties, grandparents, and uncles and cousins. Yes. It takes everybody.
And you have to allow them to do that.
You have to be open to allow people to help you raise that child, because God forbid if anything happens to you, that child got to be able to listen to other people and obey
Teach
other
them to
people.
Listen. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. And as long as they doing the right thing by your child, not abusing them in any type of way, but they're instilling knowledge.
Yes.
And teaching them respect and teaching them obedience and stuff like that. You got to be open to that. Right. And if they get on to, hey, little Johnny, get your tail down off my sofa. You don't jump on my sofa. You don't get on my sofa.
Yeah.
You sit your tail down over your tail. Get your feet down. They're dirty.
Right.
You ain't took no shoes. You got your dirty feet.
Yeah.
With your shoes on in my sofa.
Oh.
Now, you may let Johnny do that at your house. Johnny can't do that.
Johnny got to learn respect.
And he got to learn to respect other people's property. Yes. And other people shouldn't have to tell Johnny that. You should be able to tell Johnny before he get there. Now, you're supposed to have a talk. Did my mama do that?
Yes.
Before we went somewhere.
Before you go anywhere, you have a talk. You sit down and talk to him.
When you get over there, she had you like this.
Don't you do that.
Don't you get over there. You sit your chair down.
Sit down and don't you
better you ask him that. You ain't thirsty. You ain't thirsty and you ain't hungry. Now, and you better you go pee right now, because you get on you better not go pee. You sit your chair there until you leave. And so, don't beg like I ain't fed you. If you beg like I ain't fed you, you sit your tail and you shut your mouth. And don't sit on that furniture. Sit down on the floor right next to me. You better not move. And don't act like you itching. If you see a rope, you just flick it. You flick it and shut your mouth. Let's do the bunch of them, then we'll leave. That's what you do. I'm telling you.
That's true.
Yeah,
she talks about and she talks about in the books about how you need to teach your child how to hush.
Hush your mouth.
You can't talk too much. She said her mom had a girl come to the house. She said, "Oh, I'm glad that girl gone, but she just talked too much." Because you have to teach your child when to talk and when it's time to shut your mouth. Yes. Yeah, you teach them that.
And y'all know, and another thing too, y'all got little kids. When there's grown folks in the room, where the kids supposed to be? Outside or in the back room. They don't need to be in grown folks' conversation.
Yeah, I remember that.
They need to be
that was how it was back in the day.
Grown folks talk, and kids talk away from the adults. But nowadays, kids right here in your face. And what she ass saying?
Yeah.
And then what you do, ain't it? Nah. I need to be back in the room. Listen to kids and talking to kids. You don't need to be up in a grown folks conversation. And right now, but too many parents allow children to be all up in the mix of everything.
Right.
And they don't need to do that.
Exactly.
They need to keep a kid in the kid's place. Let them be a child. They don't need to be in grown folks mess. No, none of their mess.
Yes.
Grown folks got too many problems. Kids don't need to have that on themselves.
Right. Oh my goodness. She has so much good. That's one thing I want to see on here.
And then what the other thing said? What she said? Don't wear out your what? What is that?
Oh, I like that one. It said something about don't let people be glad
for you
twice. Yeah, be glad that you come and be glad that you leave. Don't let that happen. Don't let them be glad twice. Because you want to they'll be glad to see you. Don't let them be glad when you leave. Because you done did something wrong to irritate them. That's a good one. That was a good one.
That was really good.
Don't
let them be glad to see you twice.
Yeah.
Glad you come, but glad you go.
Yes.
No, just say, "Oh, I'm so glad to see. That was so nice."
Yes.
But some people, they overdo it. You don't want to do that. Or you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that person.
Right.
You don't want to be that person that go over there, aggravate the hell out of somebody, or get on their nerves, or always bug them, or always either talking too much, or asking for too much, or just doing the most. And okay, just you don't came and gone.
Right.
Hey, girls, I'm trying to watch my stories or something.
She talk about people being worrisome. Don't be worrisome to people. Don't be all to the point where they want you to leave. Don't do that. You don't want to irritate people to where they get anxiety, they get stressed out.
Don't let
nobody do that.
Somebody you talk to them, they're shaking, but you're shaking for. Because their nerves are bad.
Right.
They want you to go home.
Exactly.
They don't want to be rude. They're just like, okay, this person got to know. They've been here 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
Yes.
I've got things I need to do. I can't just sit here and just listen to them talk this whole time.
Right.
Be courteous of people's time. Even if you ain't got nothing to do, even if you're not busy, that person may be busy.
Right.
Take your tail home and go wash clothes or something.
You gotta have that.
Yeah. Go work out.
You gotta be conscious of what you're doing. Yes.
Like Archie said, my stepdad said, go do something with yourself. I'm telling you. Just because you don't want people to feel that pressure. Like, go visit, say hi, some encouraging words, hug, whatever. Yes. Okay, then you go on. People appreciate that. Yes. They really do. They remember those things. But if you sit there all day, mess with their time, and they can't even go nowhere, do nothing, the whole day mess up because you don't sat there and talk about nothing, they'll be glad to see you go.
Don't you know it? Oh, my God. This one, I've got to read this one. This one says, ignorance will never rule intelligence. Intelligence will walk away and leave ignorance standing there.
Oh.
So, it says, do not allow others to determine how you think and feel. Be intelligent and learn. The facts arrive at the truth. So, just leave ignorance right there. Don't even need to fight it. Just leave it right there.
Leave it there.
Love it. Oh, and the scripture she uses in Proverbs 26:4, where it says, don't respond to the stupidity of a fool. You'll only look foolish yourself.
Now write that down.
Awesome. Love that.
That's probably one of
my favorite ones.
Yes.
Because that's so good. It's so true.
Yeah, you just can't dwell on stuff. People acting crazy, acting silly, or
you can't. Don't entertain it. That's the thing.
That's it.
Don't entertain it to where it pulls your spirit down.
Yes.
Just leave it standing there and let them look stupid. Don't look stupid with them by entertaining all that.
Don't look stupid.
You can't.
Let them look stupid by themselves.
Exactly. Don't be even in their company.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it. Yeah. So.
That is so true. Yeah, for real. Especially you try to be a bigger person. You trying to just let stuff go. Don't entertain mess.
Don't do it.
Like, really, you have to pray for people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can really do. You just have to pray for people and just let it go.
Yes.
And eventually, Either they're going to feel guilty enough and apologize, or they're going to feel crazy enough to back away and leave you alone.
Right.
That's all you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that other one?
The other one you like. We talked about the one being worrisome. But, this one we said don't have too much to say. We talked about that.
Oh yeah.
When the kids talk too much.
But there's so many different things, and she has a whole little page of why you shouldn't have much to say.
I love it.
Why you shouldn't be worrisome, or why you shouldn't be whatever. She has it on the page, and then she has on the side. Well, what would I do in that situation? Yes. What would I say in that situation? And you can write your own little thing down, like your own little personal journal. Right. Like it is so good. It is so good. Like when I tell you she did this. She really
did a good job.
When I say you can get to young ladies, so it kind of touches on character,
right?
Your soul, your being. You know how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to treat other people. It's just an amazing book.
It is. This one says you can mistreat me, but you can't make me like it.
Nah. Yes. I ain't gotta like it. Now, how about that? Matter of fact, I might hate it a little bit.
So we can decide whether we're going to accept the mistreatment or not.
And that's true, because sometimes when people do mean things to you, you can put that on yourself, and it can weigh on you, and it can make you feel a certain way. It can get heavy on you, make you down or sad or depressed. But I ain't got to accept that.
No, ma'am.
I can say, okay, you can choose to be ugly towards me.
Yes.
I'll pray for you and keep moving.
Right.
I can't dwell on it, because it's going to suck me down too much and pull me down so much.
Exactly.
And I can't allow you to put me in that situation. So you know what? That's it. That's all on that. We're going to keep it moving, baby. We're going to pray. Yes. Ask God to give me strength and just keep on. And that's how we're going to do that.
That's exactly what she says.
We're not going to get all into that.
No. Because she says we must not allow it to define us. We must not allow it to stop us. We must not allow it to penetrate our soul.
See there?
And we must never like being mistreated or excuse it as normal. Don't think that's normal.
Ain't that the truth?
No.
You know what, people? Family. Play cousins.
Yeah.
Now play cousins. Now don't sometimes people treat you like that, like they mistreat you so much, so often that you think it's normal.
And it's not.
It's not. And then when you start realizing that's not normal, then you be like, what was I doing?
I know, because you've allowed that to penetrate you. And
it tells you not all the way in there.
Yeah.
And then you realize, that's not how I'm not supposed to be treated like that.
Right.
That's weird. But then once you find out what you truly deserve, and how you're supposed to be respected, you put a stop to that real quick.
Don't you do it? Don't you know it? And the scripture to that is from Proverbs 21:29. Where it says, a wicked man puts on a bold face, but the upright gives thought to his ways.
Ooh, right then. You got to say it, Miss Townsend. I just love this book. It's just so good. Like, it gives you a 1-2 punch without giving you the 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? She can give it to you just raw.
Ooh.
Like, you coming for me, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you nice. Yes. Like, I'm going to give it to you in a nice way where I can get you straight. Give you this Bible verse, and I'm going to keep on moving. You can't do them, but like, excuse me. I didn't mean to say that to you. Yeah, you give people straight. You can get people back off of you, but you don't have to do it in a like an ugly way. You can say certain things, make it nice, put that prayer and that scripture on their tails, and keep it moving. Like, I ain't going to deal with you.
Right.
I'm going to throw a little this right here on. Exactly. Now, how about that?
This is so good. Because we're talking about how people treat us. It says, people treat you the way they've been talking about you.
Oh!
Isn't that good?
Girl, I can't beat this thing hard enough. They treat you
the way they've been talking
about you.
Isn't that crazy?
Miss Townsend, when I tell you smack
that's a good one.
You hit him in the chest with both feet on that one?
Yep.
I mean, she hit him in the chest with both feet.
She said, Mama would...
And you can tell it, too.
You can tell it.
They come on you, hey, Miss Townsend. How you? All dry.
Yes. Look at this. She said, Mama would say, they have been with someone and listened to negative talk about you, or have actually been talking negatively about you. Their actions reflect their guilty conscience.
Ooh.
She said, Mama was always so reassuring, letting us know you have done nothing to them, so do not worry about it. A guilty conscience needs no accuser.
Thank you, Mama, for that one.
That is
I sure appreciate that.
Good. Love it.
I mean, this thing, when I tell you she give it to you raw, like she tells you things that that's going on from little bitty. Because you be treated bad and you live like, gee, why is she doing this to me?
Right.
It's
sad but true.
And it just take it all the way into adulthood. And it just but it gives you some strength. When you start feeling down on myself, like, well, what can I do? Oh my gosh, she's treating me so mean. Oh my God. No. You get on this right here, you get that Bible, you put that Bible on her stinking tail, and you keep moving. That's what you do.
For real.
And you don't let it worry you. You just say, you know what? I got some strength, I got some inspiration, I got my faith, and I'm going to keep it moving.
Yes.
So that is just so good.
So good.
But I like that she works with people with mental illness.
I love that.
I love that about her.
She's teaching people how to deal with those, teaching people within the schools and different associations how to deal with people who have mental illness.
Yeah.
She's teaching them how to do that.
We were talking about how some people, like with mental illness, instead of people talking about them and picking at them and
judging
bullying
them
and judging them, get them some help.
Right.
Get those people some help, because just like a person with cancer or dementia or something like that, you wouldn't pick on them.
You're sympathetic about it.
You feel sorry for them.
Right.
So something with a brain disorder or a brain disease, it's the same thing.
Yes.
Even like with people with addictions, it's a brain disorder.
Yes.
Like they're trying to fight something that they can't really fight by themselves. They really do need help.
Right.
And instead of people dogging them and mistreating them, they're really reaching out to you, to get them help. Even you may not know, but maybe you can ask somebody that knows somebody to get them the help that they need for that type of addiction.
Yes.
And because if you don't, the person's gonna do? They're gonna keep getting more and more drugs. Then they're gonna probably steal because of that drug. Then they're gonna end up in jail because they were mentally ill or they have a brain disorder, and then it becomes a cycle. They don't get the help that they need. All of their life, it's going to be a cycle. If nobody steps in and say, hey, you have a problem with your brain, let's fix that. Let's fix that, and then all these other things will probably go away.
Exactly.
And
they should fix it before it turns into something so crazy that it endangers that person's life or someone else's life.
And if you think about it, a lot of people, especially in the African American community, a lot of times they'll just lock them up because their brain is all out of whack.
Right.
They don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're doing. The people call, they go, crazy Woodrow, call the cops. And then cops go get them. They're out their mind.
And they don't understand what's going on.
They don't know that they get hurt, they get shot, or they get put in jail for something that's going on with their brain that nobody is helping them with. And we talked about, I think, a few shows back where we talked about this young man that the family called to get him help.
Right.
The cops thinking, he's so out of control, they end up killing the man. And he just needed help. He had a brain disorder. Right. And if people thought about folks like that, it'd be less people, I think, in jail.
Yeah, for sure.
More people getting help, less in jail. Exactly. That's what we want to do.
And what they mainly need is to get back stabilized on their medication, go see a therapist, something like that. But to call the cops on them and for them to lose their life over something that not even... doesn't make no sense.
Because they can't make sense of what's going on in their mind.
They don't know how to act.
They don't know what's going on. So how's the person on the outside gonna know what's going on unless you're a professional that can, diagnose this person and get them the proper treatment.
Exactly.
So y'all stop, talking about the people that's out there that's talking to themselves or that's doing this. And stop laughing. Stop filming them. For God's sakes, and try to call someone that can get these people some true help.
Exactly.
Stop. Because you don't ever know what could happen to that person. They end up getting killed over. People just put them in jail. Letting them go cold turkey withdrawals, and they get out and they go through the same cycle instead of getting them help.
Exactly. And we're still in May's Mental Health Awareness Month. So Miss Irma, she's right hand in hand with that, as well as Mother's Day month. She's dealing with Mama Says, and she's a mental health person helping those learn about the mentally ill. So cool.
And Miss Irma, she says she's a mother and a grandmother. So that's really awesome. And she's talking about how her mother was such an inspiration to her and her children. How they would go to her, see her mom individually. Like they spent her kids would spend their own special time with her mother. And I think that's so awesome. Like, I like to spend individual time with my grandkids.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah.
It's just a one-on-one little thing. You know, like today we had our little grandson TJ over.
Oh, did you?
Oh my goodness, I just love my grandbaby so. But I think that's so special to have a one-on-one bond with your children and your grandchildren.
Makes it special.
Because they all different.
Oh,
Ain't none of them the same.
All right,
girl.
that's right.
All them different personalities. Oh my goodness. But you gotta love them. Gotta love them. Yeah. So.
All right.
Irma Ward Townsend. We love this book, and we thank you so much for all the inspirational words and the motivation and the Bible verses and everything. Like, it was just so heartfelt. So if you guys can please, you can go and get it on Amazon.
Yes.
Click on the link below. And
Mama said.
Remember the pink book with the flowers.
Book with the flowers.
Her mom's favorite color was pink.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's so sweet. So just check it out. I think it'll be a true blessing to so many people, men and women. Anytime you're feeling down, depressed, you just need a little uplifting. Somebody messing with you. Hey, Miss Irma got you, baby. I'm telling you, you will love it. You'll love it. So.
And what's so cool about it? It's so meaningful to you.
Yeah.
And it's like page after page. It's just one page. It's not like pages of novels and
it ain't boring.
It's not boring.
At
So when
all.
you put it down, you're gonna sit there for a whole hour or so and read the whole book. Because it's not tiring, it's not boring, and it means something to you.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to keep reading until the end. So
it's relatable. That's why I like it.
Relatable.
Every page that was in there, I can relate to something that happened in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, oh my gosh, I'm telling myself, you gotta read this book.
Yes.
It is so good. And it really is.
And I got it that same night, and I read it that night. So it was really, really good. I enjoyed it so much.
Yes. So you guys make sure that you click on Miss Townsend's book.
Yes.
Mama said, pink with the roses on it.
Yes.
I think you guys, it will be such a blessing to you and some other people in your life that I think it will be something just totally amazing.
For sure.
Definitely.
All right.
So, girl, what else been going on?
That's it.
That's all. All right, then. You guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's version of Wind Down Fridays. Don't forget to get the book Mama Said.
Yes.
On Amazon.
Yes.
And she got different other places, but just click on the link. You get let's get the autograph copy.
Oh, you have to get the autograph.
I
know.
Woo! That's good.
So special.
Yes. Yay. Okay. So I guess you got your channels for tonight.
All right. Yes. Thank y'all so much for watching Wind Down Family, and keep on watching. My husband, my boys, my grandkids, I love y'all so much. My mom, my brother, my sisters, I love y'all so much. Mr. Producer, thank you so much for all you do. We appreciate you so much. All right, guys. See y'all next week on Wind Down.
So, Miss Irma Ward Townsend, we love you so very much. Thank you. And we are so honored to read your book and learn so much about you and your wonderful family. You guys be sure to click on that link and see. She got a picture of her family and everybody's so awesome. Get the autograph copy out for real. So I appreciate you, Miss Townsend, for all your hard work and for opening up your heart and just telling us more about your mom and your family and all that. So love you to life. To all my Neils, Mama Neil, Cousin Neil, Sister Neil, Brother Neil, my wonderful kids, my husband, Very Well Senior, my husband, I love you to life. And y'all, I don't want my play cousins. I love y'all. Okay, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
We love you so very much. Please continue to like and share. If you get that book, y'all let me know.
Yes.
Let me know
how you like it.
Yes.
Oh, I know they're gonna love it.
I know they're gonna love it.
All right,
just write us
let
back.
us know.
Send us some comments and just let us know how you think about the book. I know you'll love it because it's good. I'm telling you, for real. So anyways, don't forget the wine of the week and let us know if you guys like that as well. We'll see you guys next week here on
Wind Down Fridays.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Awesome sauce.
Yay. All right. Cheers.
Again.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good.
It's good. Got a little twang.
Making sure that one eye.
I know.
It's
good.
Oh,
I
this is
can't
so
wait to
good.
try the other ones next week.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.